They're reporting this as a cardiac arrest. She had been complaining about stomach problems earlier in the day, and according to the Mayo Clinic, stomach problems for older women can actually lead to a heart attack. So something that I learned for the first time. You know, this is so heartbreaking. Americans, this is a piece of our pop culture. It was all we had left of Elvis Presley. And, you know, the stories that are coming out, people calling her fearless, unfiltered and unpredictable. I mean, I forgot she married Nick Cage. Did you forget? I mean, Michael Jackson, Nicolas Cage. She had a wild life in the tabloids in the 90s. She did deal with, you know, some issues with drug use, some issues with money. But my God, this woman was so loved here in the States. And this is a huge loss for our country and for the entertainment industry. She once said she felt like a lost soul with no purpose for the years that she dealt with her drug issues. And, you know, she wanted to contribute to the world. She was so grateful for her last name and the relationship she had to her father, but she wanted to contribute to the world in a unique way too. And I do believe she's done that through her art.
Absolutely, Kinsey. It really is such sad news. Just 54. It's no age at all. I mean, many people are commenting on social media that, you know, she was out in public just 3 days ago at the Golden Globes on Tuesday, wasn't she? And she was with her mother and they were hugging Austin Butler, who was obviously playing Elvis in the film that was released last year. And just 3 days later, we get this news. It's just a massive shock, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And she just celebrated her father's birthday at Graceland with Austin Butler. So this is, you know, we've been seeing a lot of her recently. There is an interview, though, Ellie, at the Golden Globes where she seems weak and she grabs onto a friend's arm in the middle of the interview and says, I'm going to hold on to you for a second. She's slurring her words a little bit. I mean, is that related to this? I don't know. But there are reports that friends have been concerned about her physical health as of late. But truly, this is very unexpected and it's devastating. Some of the sweetest stories coming out of Graceland about her, you know, they said that they made it like a Disneyland for her when she was a little girl, and she would ride around on golf carts, just teeny tiny, with her foot on the gas, you know, at high speeds. She used to scare her grandparents with the way she was driving around Graceland. You know, I do think that certainly over here, we're devastated by this loss.
Just finally, Kinsey, before we let you go, how would you describe her legacy?
Oh, wow. I mean, she was such a rebel, almost to the extent of her father. If you listen to her music, she was punk rock. She refused to go in the same direction that her dad went, which would have been just an obvious, you know, that would have been the lazy way to go, right? So I'd say a rebel, a punk, and a punk rocker. And you know, the world is going to miss her.